Africa, they cannot do it. We say we have gold, we have diamond, we have everything. Our leaders cannot do for us. Here, they have nothing here. Italy, they don't have nothing. We have a culture in Africa. Just because of a situation, that's why we travel here. If not, Africa is the best in the whole continent, in the world.
Changing the narratives with Mr. B.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You look great.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
so there is one or two questions which I'm going to ask you, although you are going to introduce yourself to the audience. And before then, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, my great viewers, depending on the place you are watching us from. Today, we have a wonderful brother with us here, a great personality here in Italy, and he is from Ghana. Although we are going to turn to him and he's going to be introducing himself shortly, we are going to share from his words of experience here in Italy. Please, I want you all to pay attention to this very man because he has a lot to offer to each and every one of us, even as we turn back to him. Please, sir, can you kindly just introduce yourself shortly to the audience as they are listening to you?
Okay, my name is Albert from Ghana.
Okay. All right, sir. How long have you been here in Italy?
Yeah, I've been in Italy since 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Approximately 2000
Let's say
finance,
24 years. But
being in
Italy,
Europe,
being in Europe, yeah.
24 years.
Approximately, yeah.
Wow, that is great. Which is you have gathered a lot of experience.
Experience, yeah.
Okay, now, sir, like today, you've seen the experiences here, the opportunity that is in this Europe so far, in this your 24 years being in this place. And if I may ask, the opportunity that you have seen here so far, does it worth the risk that you see in today that Africans are using to enter this Europe, taking the risk that they are taking to enter this Europe by your experience?
Okay, by my experience, I came through by flight.
Flights, okay. You never experienced that?
I've never experienced this Libya issue and others.
Okay.
But to me, my wish is each and every Africans should be in Europe so that they will experience the culture and whatever we are going through here.
Okay.
So that we can live in Africa in a good way. Anyway, let's take it that way. Okay. But for the passing through Libya to Europe and others, my advice is not good.
Okay, it's not
because it's not good.
It's no.
It's no.
Okay.
A big no because coming through Libya and others, it's a whole lot of stories. Because when we meet our brothers who came through Libya, each and every one has its own stories that they tell us, and it's very, very deadly, which is very bad.
Okay. All right, sir. Okay, you came through flights, right?
Yeah, through flights.
So can you just share with us one or two experiences? What makes you to leave your country, Ghana, decided to say that Europe is the best choice for you?
Okay, if I may say, I'm not saying Europe is the best choice because we have a lot of people in Ghana that they are making it in Ghana. That whilst most of us in Europe here, we are not making it like us they are doing it in Ghana. But my experience is that coming through the flights or coming through flights, whatever, when you come, you experience a lot of things. And me, I came for other purpose, you understand? I've come several occasions. Then later I decided to leave or to stay in Europe.
Okay, your stay here wasn't the first time you come in?
I've come severally before finally I decided to live in Europe, not to go back to Africa. Because of the hardship in Africa and whatever. Because our leaders say we have gold, we have diamond, we have everything. But we don't see what we are going through. Italy here, they don't have nothing. They don't have oil, they don't have nothing. They don't have gold, they don't have diamond, they don't have nothing. But when you come here, you see that life here is better than Africa. That we say we have gold, we have diamond, we have both sides, we have everything. That is why I decided to live here. You know, because if Africa, our leaders, most of our leaders, they used to travel. Most of them, before they will become a politician, they live here as we are. Me and you, we are living here.
Yeah.
But when they go to Africa, they become corrupt. You understand? So I decided to live in Europe just because to have what?
A better life.
A better life.
Okay, sir. As you have decided to stay in Europe, knowing that this very place is not English-speaking country and Ghana is an English-speaking country, right? Okay, what was the first difficulties that you encounter that you, as you decided to say, okay, I'm going to stay, I'm going to live here? What was that?
The difficulties I encountered was the language.
How was it a difficult situation to you?
Yes, it was difficult because any country you go and the language you don't understand, you'll find difficulties.
Okay.
But what you have to do is you have to learn their language, their culture, and everything. And if you are able to speak their language, in the job you find it's easier for you to have your daily bread and everything, because most of these um, Italians, let's say Italians, Swedish, Germans, whatever, especially German, they are good because for if you have been in Germany before, if you are in Germany, you speak English, is not a problem. But in Italy, Spain, and other places, unless you speak their language, so the best thing you have to do is to go for their language school or to do a course. And they have a lot of courses that you can choose. So if you are able to achieve it, you can find a good job you want, or you can find whatever you want to achieve. So if you're able to do that, then that means you can live in the country. But if you're not, then that means you are doomed in the country. You cannot do anything. Yes. Because for example, Italy here, I've been in this several years. If not for the language, I cannot live here. But because of the language, I can live here to do whatever I wanted to do. Yeah.
Okay, sir. How long did it take you as you came here at the initial stage? How long does it take you to be able to learn this language? And when you were trying to learn this language from the basics, what were you doing? How were you able to sustain yourself? Because I believe this is the primary problem of our people. When they come here, they find it difficult to say, oh, not that I don't want to go to school, but I need to pay my house rent, I need to feed, I need to send money to my people in Africa.
Initially, it's very difficult, and it is true. You know, we Africans, especially the western part of Africa, we don't like to study, especially the Anglophone. We don't like studying. Ghana, Nigeria, and these English-speaking countries in Africa, we don't like to study. What we know is to find money.
Okay.
We travel, find money. But
But
when you go to the Francophone, the Francophones, for them, they study very well. And you know, this Italian language tallies to their language.
Yeah.
You know, Italian, French, Portuguese, Spanish, Spaniolo. You know, their language.
It looks similar.
Let's say it's Latin.
Okay.
So it looks similar. So for them, when they come, things are very easier. When you as compared to this Anglophone and Francophone, the languages are very
differ.
Yeah, differ. Likewise, English and this whatever, you know. So we the Anglophones, when we come here, especially Ghana, Nigeria, especially because Ghana, Nigeria, everybody knows that.
Yes. Now we be the people.
We the people. When we come to Europe, first thing we are thinking about to find job.
Yeah.
We don't like to go to school. We don't like to learn to study the language or whatever.
We see as maybe a waste of time.
Waste of time, yes. But these Anglophones, these Francophones, when they comes, but then they study. I'm telling the truth. The francophones, they go to school. So any job you find, you can see that because their language is similar. So automatically they are fast employed more than we the anglophones.
Okay.
But the problem is when we come, most we don't want to study. You come and meet your uncle, your father, whatever. Today you come, tomorrow he puts you to job. He put you to start work, whatever. So you start your work and everything, then you will not be studying. Then the francophone is being studying, doing this doctrine course or whatever. At the end, he will become higher than you. That's our problem we have in Italy here.
Really?
Yes, I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, so you now, what makes you to come here? You didn't go to the line of that very hustle
Yes,
money.
because yes, the hustle money or whatever. Because me, I'm here. As I told you before, I came for different angle. You understand? But when I came and I realized that fine, I have to find job. I stayed for 2 to 3 years without job.
What were you doing?
So I studied the Italian language for let's say 1.5 years, whatever.
Without working?
Without working, I'm telling you the truth.
Focus on the language school?
Not focus on the language school, doing other things differently. But
okay. But majorly study?
Yes, studying the language and doing other things until I found a job. Then I entered. And when I entered the job, even to speak the language is very difficult. Because Italy here is a region. Like especially we Ghana, Nigeria, you are states like American, but we Ghanaians we are region. Like Italians, Italy, they are region. So me, I've lived in different regions in Italy: Verona, Vicenza, Brescia, Bergamo, Palermo, different places, and their tonation is different. You see, when you go to Ghana, we have different regions with different dialects and different languages. It's just likewise to Italy here.
Okay.
You understand? So even when I came to Rome here, the first time I came to Italy here, the job I found in Rome. No, sorry. The first time I came to Rome here, the job I found is benzinaio. You know benzinaio?
Yeah, that is filling station.
Filling station. In fact, when I was standing there, the clients, when they comes to me, the language they will speak, I don't understand. I'm in Italy. I can speak Italy when I was in the north. When I came here,
it was
the language
a different case
different, very differently. So I'll go and ask my colleague, what did the man say? He said, no, I said, I understand it, but this one is different language he's speaking. The man will tell me, what are you speaking? What are you talking? I said, I don't understand what you're saying. Until gradually, I grab what they are saying.
Because you already have the knowledge already.
But if that time you go university or whatever, you understand everything clearly. But I go to this basic Italian courses or whatever to understand the language. Meanwhile, when you go to different region, it's a different thing. You understand? Until bit by bit, I understand their language. Then I continue till now we are in.
Okay, sir, please, can you adjust to this very place a little bit? Okay, like this language that you took your maybe like 1 year to go for, despising every other things to make sure that you grab this language because you believe that through this language there is future in it. Okay, after getting these basics, although it wasn't the comprehensive of it all, did it give you an edge? When I mean an edge, an advantage is in terms of seeking for a job or having opportunities in this very place?
My advice to everyone, coming to Europe, the most important thing is their language and their culture. Because as we are talking about Italy here, the language they speak here is not what we speak in our country.
Okay.
When you go to London, it's a different thing. For London, me and you, we know that we speak English. So definitely when you go, even go school, you can understand some one or two things. But here it's a different thing altogether. So Europe, as they say, or as we know, The languages they speak different languages. You understand? For Africa, we can say we speak French and English, or
English,
Francophone and Anglophone,
Anglophone,
whatever. But here, different. We have Spanish, Italiano, whatever,
Swiss,
Swiss, anyway,
Dutch, and
whatever, Dutch.
German.
So anywhere you go in Europe, the first thing you have to know is their language and their culture and their living.
Mm.
If you know all these three things, you can live. But if you don't know, that means you cannot. That
Okay.
is why you can see most of our brothers and sisters, they go from one country to the others. They will transfer from here to others. At the end, they will come to square B.
Because of CDC language.
Yes. I know many people. They will say, oh, Italy is not good. They will go to the different places, they will come back again.
At the time they opt to do the basic things,
Yes,
they use it to run
the
up and
secret
down.
is the language. If you go for the language school, maximum 6 months. Even you go for 6 months, you find good job. And you know, sometimes let me tell you something. You can go to the school, you cannot speak the language. But when you find a job, it's the job
That
will
we
let you. Because let me tell you one experience. I work in Italy for maybe some years. Even Vienna, I don't understand it. But I'm working until I find, because there, you know where the problem is. When you find a job where you see your own denomination. When
okay,
I talk of denomination,
like
your
same
Ghanaian people or
Africans.
your Nigerian people, we speak English. The language you will never,
You not see it
you will not see
importance.
important until you enter to where you will not see any your country person.
Only
Your
you and
Ghana,
the Italians.
with the Italians. Then you know that this is where that is where I'm able to speak the language. You
Oh,
understand?
oh, you don't then
That
you
is the
don't have
secret.
choice.
There you don't
You
have choice. So
must
definitely you have to. You
comprehend what
can
they are
even go
saying.
to the school, still you cannot know the language until you go to the work, the job you found, where you say there's no African who speak the same language you speak. They will say, oh, then definitely it will make you be
Be able to
motive.
motivate you to
Yeah,
do.
it will motivate you to speak your
Okay,
language.
which is in a general terms now, if truly you learn the language, there is opportunity
I'm telling you the truth.
for the blacks here.
For the blacks here in Italy.
Okay. So lastly, like with your wealth of experience by years that you have stayed in this very place, peradventure today that you have money that you want to do investments, where would you like to do your investment? Here in Europe or back to
No,
your country?
it's good in my country.
Why?
Yeah, because here we just came to find our how do we say it,
Daily bread.
daily bread.
According to
So to find
Nigerians.
our daily bread, home is home.
Yeah,
Home
okay.
sweet home.
Okay.
They have one musician, Edina Ogoli, whatever. He say, home sweet home. When I go south or whatever, you
I'll return to
understand?
my back to my
Nigerian musician. Her
yeah.
name is Edina Ogoli. I like that music very well. You know, we have a culture in Africa. Just because of a situation, that's why we travel here. If not, Africa is the best in the whole continent, in the world.
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth. So, my advice, fine, you can do anything you want here, but at the end, you have to
Return back to your base.
return back to where they cut your
The placenta.
no, the oh,
Oblique cord.
Italian is oblico. It's
Oblique.
English is cacasso. I forgot the name anyway.
The umbilical cord or
No,
your
English
navel
is
or your placenta.
no, not placenta. Placenta is from the woman.
Okay,
I
from
forgot the
women.
name.
What's it called?
Uh, cacasso.
And don't
Anyway, I
worry.
forgot the name.
The
Anyway,
people,
I'm
as you
sorry.
are watching us here, if you know what it is, please
I'm
put it
sorry. I'm
on the
sorry.
comment
Please forgive
section.
me for the
No, don't
language
worry. Let
I'm
them
using.
do that.
But it's good.
Okay.
Africa is Africa.
Okay.
And the whole continent, Africa is the best. Even, I can tell you straightly that African is what is written in the Bible.
Wow.
Yes. So, Anything you see here, eh, they copy from the Africans.
Hmm.
Just that our leaders, they don't do the right thing for us.
Hmm.
Because when you come here, you have benefit and everything. Why Africa, they cannot do it? We say we have gold, we have diamond, we have everything. Our leaders cannot do for us. Here, they have nothing here. Italy, they don't have nothing.
Hmm.
Even this oil they say they steal from Libya. Italy don't have nothing. But they have good benefit and everything. Here,
Even to their
ambulance,
citizens.
any small thing you can ambulance, they can buy Africa. They don't do. Why? We have a big problem. So our leaders, so we are pleading to them that they should help us. Because you can see when you watch globally, Europeans don't go to Africa. But we Africans would rather chase them.
Oh, yeah.
Before we say slave trade or whatever, our forefathers sell our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, or whatever to the white people. We say it's not good. But now we are chasing them. Why are we
We
chasing
are
them?
not the one giving access to them.
Yes. You see, why? That means our forefathers, they don't do the right thing for us. And our leaders of today. So we are pleading to our leaders, Ghana, Nigeria, everywhere in Africa, even including South Africa. They don't do the right thing. So please, our leaders, when you see this video, do the right thing for us.
So that we can come back home.
We can come back
Every
home.
Nigerians, every
It's not our
Ghanaians.
willing that we are here. Now, as we are standing here, we are talking. We are standing in the cold. You see, we like Africa. Africa is beautiful. This white people, you see, they are useless. But, just because of one or two things, we are here. So please help us to come to Africa so that we can do everything good there.
Thank you so much, sir. My great and wonderful people, as we always say, as I told you earlier, that you should stay behind because there is abundance which is going to pass across to you, wisdom. I believe now you can attest to that fact that we're very lying. Now, please, as we always say, that our advice here is optional. You have the decisions to make to whatever we have said so far. Please, we are still using this very medium to plead with our leaders, Africans leaders. Please, every one of us want to return back home. We want to do our
Yeah.
investment back home. Whatever we gain here, our desire is to return it back to Africa. But the only way that that would be possible is for you all to make our ground fair for each and every one of us to return back to. Because if the ground is not good, no one will likely want to return to the fire. The reason why we are all here is not really because we are comfortable, it's because the ground is fair
Fair.
for every one of us. If you can do likewise, definitely all of us will like to return back home. Thank you so much. It's
Yeah,
a
thank you
pleasure
too.
meeting with you
It's my
tonight.
pleasure meeting you too.
Honestly, we really appreciate this
Yeah,
very
I
time with
appreciate
you.
too. Thank
Thank
you
you
very
very
much.
much, sir.
Thank